Welcome, my friend, and welcome from all of us at He Is Risen Ministries. Your support by subscribing and giving a thumbs up helps us keep creating videos that inspire and equip those seeking a deeper walk with the Lord. Today we are going to explore something amazing that is happening inside your body right now. Not figuratively, not symbolically, literally. Every second of your life, millions of microscopic deliveries are being made inside your cells. Packages are being wrapped, labeled, transported, and delivered to exactly the right location. If that system stopped working for even a short time, life itself would quickly come to a halt. In an earlier video, we went into the process of how replacement parts are made for cells that are wearing out. We talked about how the body manufactures new components, proteins and other molecular parts that replace what has been damaged or worn down over time. Those tiny factories inside our cells, especially the ribosomes, produce the parts that keep the body functioning and repaired. But that naturally raises the next question. Once those parts are made, how do they get to where they are needed? If a new protein is built for the cell membrane, how does it reach the membrane? If a hormone is produced inside a cell, how does it leave the cell and travel somewhere else? If enzymes are needed in another part of the cell, how are they delivered? And that is exactly what we are going to talk about today. Today we are going to explore the delivery system of the cell, the incredible microscopic transportation network that sends these replacement parts exactly where they are needed. You could think of it as the body's own FedEx system, and scientists eventually realized just how remarkable this system really is. In fact, in 2013, the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded for discoveries explaining how cells organize and move molecules inside themselves. The prize went to three scientists, James E. Rothman, Randy W. Sheckman, and Thomas C. Südhoff. Each of these researchers uncovered different parts of the cellular delivery system that allows cells to move tiny packages of materials from one place to another. Scientists call this process intracellular vesicle transport. That phrase sounds complicated, but the concept is actually very simple. Inside your cells, there are microscopic packages called vesicles. You can think of vesicles as tiny delivery containers. They carry important cargo, proteins, hormones, enzymes, and other molecules to the exact location where they are needed. Imagine a massive shipping center. Products are manufactured on assembly lines. Workers place those products into boxes. Shipping labels are attached. The packages move along conveyor belts. They are sorted and loaded onto trucks. Those trucks drive directly to the correct address. Something very similar is happening inside your cells every moment of your life. Let's walk through how it works. Inside the cell, proteins are often produced by ribosomes attached to a structure called the endoplasmic reticulum. Think of the endoplasmic reticulum as a factory floor where many cellular products are assembled. Once a protein is completed, it cannot simply drift randomly through the cell. Instead, the cell wraps that protein inside a small membrane bubble. That bubble is called a vesicle. Now the cargo is packaged. Next comes the shipping process. The vesicle pinches off from the membrane where it was created and begins traveling through the cell toward its destination. But here is where the story becomes even more fascinating. The vesicle does not wander aimlessly. Inside the cell are microscopic highways called microtubules. These structures act like transportation tracks that guide cargo through the cell. Tiny molecular motors attach to the vesicles and literally walk along these microscopic highways. Scientists have actually recorded these motor proteins moving step by step. It looks like a tiny robot walking along a rail, but this is happening inside your body right now. Every cell is a bustling microscopic city filled with transportation and activity. Eventually the vesicle reaches its destination. Maybe the cargo must reach the cell membrane. Maybe it must enter another compartment inside the cell. Or maybe the cell needs to release the cargo outside itself so another cell can receive it. When the vesicle arrives, something extraordinary happens. The vesicle recognizes its destination using special proteins embedded in its surface. You can think of these proteins as molecular address labels. If the address matches, releases, the vesicle docks and fuses with the target membrane. The cargo is delivered exactly where it belongs. This is one of the discoveries made by James Rothman. He helped explain how vesicles identify the correct destination and fuse with the proper membrane. In other words, he discovered how the delivery truck knows which house to stop at. Randy Scheckman made another major contribution. He discovered the genes that control this entire transport system. By studying yeast cells, he identified the genetic instructions that allow vesicles to form, move, and deliver their cargo. His work revealed that the entire system is programmed into the cell's instructions. Then there is Thomas Südhof. He studied how nerve cells use vesicle transport to release neurotransmitters. When a nerve signal reaches the end of a neuron, vesicles release chemical messengers that transmit the signal to the next cell. That release happens in a fraction of a second. Without it, your brain could not communicate with your body. Your muscles could not move. Your heart would not beat in rhythm. So when the Nobel Committee honored these scientists, they were recognizing discoveries that revealed one of the most astonishing delivery systems in biology. Now consider the scale of what is happening. Inside a single cell, there may be thousands of vesicles moving constantly. Your body contains roughly 30 trillion cells. That means the number of microscopic deliveries happening inside your body every second is almost beyond imagination. Millions upon millions of shipments are moving through tiny cellular highways right now, and most of the time they arrive at the correct destination. When scientists study this system, they often describe it as incredibly elegant and highly organized. Cells are not simple blobs of chemistry. They are structured environments filled with coordinated activity. The Bible speaks about this reality in a way that resonates deeply with modern discoveries. Psalm 139:14 says, "I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Those words were written thousands of years ago, yet as microscopes allow us to look deeper into living cells, we continue to see how incredibly complex and coordinated life truly is. Let's make this even more relatable. Imagine ordering something online. Within minutes, a warehouse receives the order. Workers locate the item. It is packaged and labeled. It travels through sorting facilities and delivery routes. Eventually, the package arrives at your doorstep. Now imagine that happening millions of times every second inside your body. Proteins are produced. They are packaged into vesicles. They are transported along microscopic highways. They are delivered to precise locations, all with remarkable accuracy. This is the FedEx system of the cell. But here is something even more fascinating. This delivery system had to exist from the very beginning of life. If proteins were produced but could not be delivered, the cell would fail. If vesicles existed but no proteins were produced, the delivery system would be useless. Everything must work together. That level of coordination is one of the things scientists continue to marvel at. The Bible points us to observe creation carefully. Job 12:7-9 says, "But ask the beasts, and they will teach you, and the birds of the air, and they will tell you. Who among all these does not know that the hand of the Lord has done this?" Job is encouraging us to look closely at the natural world. When we do, we often discover systems filled with remarkable order and precision. The cellular delivery system is one of those examples. Now let's connect this to everyday life. When your body heals from a cut, cells must deliver proteins that rebuild damaged tissue. When your immune system fights infection, cells send signaling molecules that coordinate the defense. When your body digests food, digestive enzymes are packaged and delivered through vesicles. Even your brain's ability to think and communicate depends on vesicles releasing neurotransmitters at exactly the right moment. Without intracellular transport, none of these things could happen. Your body has been running this microscopic shipping network since the moment you were conceived, long before you spoke your first word, long before you took your first step. Inside those earliest cells, molecular deliveries were already happening, and they have continued every second of your life. When we step back and reflect on these systems, it often fills us with a sense of wonder. Life is not just chemistry happening randomly. It is an organized system of processes working together with incredible precision. One part manufactures the components, another part packages them, another part transports them, another part delivers them to exactly the right destination. And all of it happens quietly beneath our awareness. Most of us go through life never thinking about these microscopic deliveries, yet every breath we take depends on them, every heartbeat depends on them, every thought depends on them. Recognizing this complexity can change the way we see life. It can awaken curiosity, it can inspire gratitude, and for many people, it deepens their appreciation for the incredible design found in living systems. So today I would like to leave you with a simple reflection. Right now, inside your body, millions of tiny delivery packages are moving through microscopic highways. Each one is part of a coordinated system that sustains life. Each one is a reminder that the world we live in is filled with remarkable processes operating beneath the surface. Take a moment today to appreciate the extraordinary systems that keep you alive. Your body is not just existing, it is actively maintaining itself through countless intricate processes. And understanding those processes can help us see life with renewed wonder. Got a question you'd like us to explore in a future video? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. For now, rest in the knowledge that the one who loved you first has already prepared a place for you in his eternal family. And may his voice ring clearly and powerfully this very day.